part, it's still called the impeachment, I think. For the document, hold on. So yeah, 39919. I made my notes for what I think we should write and submit. I removed the complete impeachment part because that in and of itself has such a negative connotation. That's the exact opposite of what we're trying to do here. And then I made the preface at the top because a lot of people are really dumb and won't read past a couple sentences.
So you're saying not call it an impeachment, or
it's not an impeachment? An ACR isn't an impeachment.
But
it isn't inherently an impeachment.
Well, we're doing an so hold on.
Wait, what is
check the legislation?
What is the report so I can follow along?
39919.
The problem, Sparks, is that the things we're going for, violation of oath and gross negligence, are only impeachment categories.
Okay.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Different categories for an ACR.
Aren't we doing an impeachment?
Yeah.
Well, that's why we were sitting down and having the conversation. I wasn't expecting us to have to do onboarding because you and I were supposed to talk about this today.
You're fine. I mean, this is more important. I don't have to.
Okay. Dereliction of duty. So that's not true. Violation of oath and gross negligence. I mean, we could just do dereliction of duty and exceeding the mandate of his office if we want to remove it because it's just valid reasons and then impeachment. I don't think we should do an impeachment because 80% of LSPD doesn't read, and they're going to be like, "Oh my God, you're trying to remove my person again," and that's not what an impeachment is. That's inherently not what an impeachment is. But people don't know what big words mean.
Yeah, it's a matter of optics. I think
so
Brian.
How would you like to proceed then?
What do you think, Brian? I remember we talked about this briefly, and that we were going to chat with Sparks about it. I think there is that perception from the general public and probably the LSPD as well, and inclusive, that an impeachment inherently means removal. At the same time, I think the conduct was pretty bad and warrants the categories of impeachment.
I agree.
If, but perception is reality. So it's a political decision, I guess, to a certain degree of, do we want to
I more or less told him we're impeaching him already.
Go ahead, sorry.
I more or less already told him that there's an impeachment coming.
Okay.
And
he's aware of it and
he's expecting it. Okay. Not the full extent. I may have mentioned like this is healthy. Something along those lines.
Okay.
So
if we're impeaching him, then I'll put the language back in.
So I'm trying to follow along, so I may be missing some things along the way. Presented violation of oath and gross negligence. Basis. So because I'm trying to catch up on the conversation y'all just got done having. What were y'all talking about? Violation of oath and gross negligence, the ACR thing. Is that what you?
No, it's an impeachment thing.
It's lower. Scroll down lower, sir. That is the original written thing by Blunt.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I will always and forever just make a new section so that people can read what my edits are. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. There we go. Perfect.
That's good. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, wrong TM. There we go.
What? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm fine with putting in. Oh, my voice. I'm fine with putting impeachment via authority conduct review, but I really think we should be firm on that in preface and summary.
Y'all are still well ahead of me. And
I'm so sorry. I'll wait.
So what is to? Where is impeachment is gross negligence. Okay. All right. I'm with you guys now. Okay, so we're going for violation of oath and gross negligence. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.
I'm just going to make that smaller, and then the big one is what we should be looking at the bottom, past the Sparks notes. There should be a big old banner, and then.
I'm gonna be honest, you can just delete my old shit. It's not.
You want me to?
Yeah, I don't
All right.
care.
All right, deleting old shit, deleting old shit, deleting old shit. All right, perfect. There we go. This is the correct one.
Perfect.
I like this, including I like the outcome, and I'm skipping over the summary, right? Because right now I'm thinking mentally, what are we going for and what do we want? And starting there.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir. That's exactly what I started with. Yes, sir.
Beautiful. And writ of mandamus, right? Like if you got a felon, fire his ass. Second, writ of mandamus, update SOPs and standards that clearly indicate that every member of high command is responsible for ensuring, like if someone is found with a felony, they are to be immediately fired, and unable to contact, fired, like, you can make it fancy words like if they aren't in the city, like, they get, charged with a felony and they dip for 2 weeks. Don't give a fuck. Find a alternative means to do it, right? If after X number of days, find an alternative way to do it. Writ of mandamus, that if a member of command, for command, like SOPs for if there is a member of command that is aware that one of their officers has been charged with a felony, they must immediately contact a member of high command to issue the aforementioned SOPs. Effectively, what we're doing here is like, hey guys, I know that this is obvious, but you need to write it and have it self, whatever. Like, you need to be fixing this shit yourself. How do y'all feel about that? Like from a general perspective?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I and B4, you can't make me write SOPs in my own department. Bullshit. But I agree. I think there should be something written down. So
they're about to find out that the DOJ can, in fact, force them to do that.
Can I throw another one in there? Actually, this is going to be separate. I spoke to the whole notion of like, if there's fucking criminal wrongdoing, motherfuckers need to write a good faith report on it. But that's a separate conversation, in my opinion. I think the firings are good enough.
Do we want to? I don't think that's with all due respect, Director. I don't think that's necessary for this ACR. But if you want me to add it, I'm happy to fight it.
No. That's why I brought it up. I was 50-50 on it, more on the side of less than 50. And yeah, if we're in agreement, we're in agreement.
Yep. So we have the coverage, which don't hire felons. If someone becomes a felon, please remove them. And then a censure, which will force them to put the case law that they said they were going to put in place. So,
I think we should take the authority conduct review language out though, because it's going to cause confusion. I think, like the impeachment via authority conduct review that's not a thing.
Okay. I disagree, but happy to.
Could you explain your reasoning?
Yeah.
An impeachment isn't the legislation. It is impeachments and authority conduct review. Sorry. This so we have what's written, right? Which is the impeachments and authority conduct review, and then we have impeachments and authority conduct review. There's two sections, right? However, that is not what is commonly known for the people and community of San Andreas, specifically in LSPD and Los Santos, since that's the person that we're dealing with. I think it's important that that language is placed because that whole preface is specifically for the people who don't read and don't understand what the intention is behind it. So it's less of, I guess I could put lowercase I. It's more of just explaining it in a way that a child would understand it. So they understand that it's an impeachment because of a authority conduct review rather than just a blanket impeachment. Does that make sense?
When you say it's commonly known, do people say that bit about commonly known again? Are you saying people in Los Santos think impeachment and ACR is the same thing, or am I misunderstanding?
Reverse. No, they think ACR is just an ACR and that an impeachment is the outcome of an ACR. Because everyone will just say ACR, 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 and not reference the because the act is called Impeachments and Authority Conduct Review, legislation 90.
I very much disagree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think at least with the vast majority of people I am aware of, they know impeachments and ACRs are two separate things. But
yes, sir. That's what I said.
Oh.
Yeah, but
this is like
the
blending
legislation...
the two, and that's where I'm personally confused.
I'll just remove it. It's fine.
Okay. Yep.
How would you like me to phrase that then?
I mean, it's an impeachment, right?
Yep.
It's not an ACR.
Mm-hmm.
I am concerned on the optics of filing the word impeachment on the docket because people are idiots.
That's okay.
All right.
So a big reason why we're doing this is the same reason I think Barrett ACR'd me. Or did he impeach me? I don't know. He did one of the two.
An ACR.
Because they're not a big deal. Like, unless the outcome is a big deal. And the reason the elevation on this is up to the level of impeachment. Are we using impeachment correctly? Let me first ask that question. Right?
Yes, technically, by definition, we are. An impeachment is it's a formal panel that's like, yo, you did something wrong. We need to discuss it.
Okay.
Very, very typically, it discusses like omega shit, like for example, corruption.
But so, what is the difference between, legally speaking, what is the difference between an impeachment and an ACR?
ACR is just like, you did some fuck shit. We want to talk about it and see if it's worth any sort of punitive actions. And impeachment is, you did some fuck shit. Here's evidence that shows you did that fuck shit. And we need to talk to see if there's what the punitive actions should be. That's generally speaking. If there's punitive actions, and then punitive actions are given, which is why I wanted it to be an ACR and not an impeachment.
And I think say that one more time, that last bit.
And that's why I wanted to do an ACR, not an impeachment, because my suggestion at this point, even though we do have 2 days, is to not press the corruption charge. I think at this point it would become.
I don't think we're doing corruption, right?
Worse.
No.
We can. We have probable cause for it.
Okay.
That's not what's in the ACR though. But that's what I'm saying is if there was an the impeachment should come with the charge unless you all want to do the impeachment without a charge.
Well, yeah, because we're just doing gross negligence and violation of oath, which
should be which means it should be. Okay, sure. No, but no worries. If that's what you want to do, that's fine.
But wait, those categories legally, the only difference, the outcomes from an ACR and impeachment can be the same. The only difference is the categories of the conduct for which it causes the basis of the filing.
Can I be real? This fucking template for this ACR thing is so fucking hard to read.
It is difficult. It is difficult to read. It's super small, and I don't.
So we're looking at ACR, right? There's 5 different categories that you can file an ACR for, and then there's the 6 for impeachment. And the 2 that we've chosen are they fall under impeachment. And trying to fit
that's right.
Into authority conduct review categories. I mean, we can talk about it, but
it's violation of oath and gross negligence.
If there's ones in ACR that we can change it to an ACR, then that would make sense. But it's not an ACR if it's.
I mean, you can listen to
categories.
it. I don't mind if Phil listens to it.
No, I'm fine. Yep. No, she has the shoulders that she needs to. It's fine. My opinions are just going to differ. I vehemently disagree with that. But I'm happy to proceed with the word of impeachment. I have placed my caution on what we're doing. And if we're good to proceed, then we're good to proceed.
Okay.
I don't give a shit what LSPD thinks about me.
Am I reading the legislation wrong? Like, how can we do an ACR with the categories from impeachment? And are they not just going to say that
I
that's
think you
a
guys are
fundamental
saying two
misfiling?
separate things, and let me.
We are saying I've been trying to recorrect.
Okay. So Sparks is saying that her main point is that impeachment's scary, and therefore people might freak out regardless of the content because people do not read. And
Agreed.
I think what you're focusing on there, Blunt, is that you're focusing on, but wait, we're looking at violation of oath and gross negligence. And
I just shared a report with you. This is what we're looking at.
Because it's violation and gross negligence, then it has to be an impeachment. So I think Sparks may ultimately say, okay, guys, if we all agree it's ACR, then we won't do gross negligence and maybe something less, or maybe tack that on.
I don't want to read that.
Yeah. So
no, that's what I'm saying. But if we can, if we want to do an ACR because impeachment's scary, we need to take the conduct and fit it into the categories that we can file an ACR for.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to say. Sorry.
So
yes,
what are we?
So I'll give you the conclusion, right? Because I've already made the determination. It is gross negligence, therefore it is impeachment, and the optics are irrelevant because the severity of what occurred is bad enough. We must use the appropriate category. If individuals equal to the IQ level of Pred, as displayed in a 2-hour waste of time situation where, over that thing, like if people aren't going to read, that's on them. Our feelings, I think the situation is big enough that we have to complete it. And the fact that we're only slapping on the wrist, right, I think is a good thing. Give me a sec.
Hey, firm.
All
right, perfect. Nothing changes then.
Easy clap. Hey, emergency or no?
No, it's not. An opportunity.
I'm in the middle of a very important meeting.
Okay, all right, we'll move back later.
I'm perfectly fine to have the back and forth, just so I get a better understanding of where things are at. That's always good.
Okay, perfect. So we have the 3. I don't think we should request more than 3 outcomes. I think it coming in 3s is a very good thing. It's easy to understand. We have a writ. So just to confirm the requested outcomes: 1, don't hire felons. 2, don't keep felons, fire them. Oh, rather, like guilty plea or a convicted felony, fire them. Both of those must have SOPs. A censure, which references the impeachment of Kyle Pred, saying, please put this in case law, Peebo Shine. Those are the 3 things that I think that we should request for outcome. Because that's at the point, basically what everyone wants to do anyway.
I would not reference the marriage thing either. I think it's going to cause a lot of hoopla that we're trying to seal it from the public, and they're going to be like, well, what is it? Why can't we see it? Brian, I'm okay to be told otherwise, but that's probably... I get that it's a fun little thing, but I think it's going to cause more issues than it will solve.
Okay. Been deleted.
Thoughts?
Which one?
I vehemently disagree.
Which one?
It's fine.
Put it back. That's what I'm not. This is not an order. I'm here to talk about it.
Which one? Sorry.
In the preface, I was referencing the contract, and wanting to seal it because we don't have consent from all the parties that were.
Are we
involved.
talking about the thing at the bottom?
We are talking about the preface under summary, and then the motion for seal for counsel and judicial eyes.
Preface under summary. Oh, okay. If it is not clear by this statement, please allow us to provide further. Oh, not considers. As preface, the petitioner will not consider suggestions to include the removal of Matt Rhodes or. what is your opinion? And the opinion by you, Blunt, is the removal of it, and you believe, Sparks, it should be in there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I guess my point is, if we're gonna put it in there, I'm not so much removal, but if we're gonna put it in there, then the sealing of it, like if we're gonna put it in there, it needs to be in there. I don't think putting it in there and having it there, but also having it sealed. The whole point of these hearings is for the public to be aware of the information and to be like kind of part of the proceeding, right? So to have part of it just for the judge that's overseeing it and only they can see it and the public can't see it, especially in the midst of us trying to do this whole we want to release things and be more transparent with people, is probably the wrong image.
I disagree. We don't have consent from all parties concerning that specific contract, despite me being the original author, and me being a party of that contract. I'm also trying to not make it super hyper omega crazy serious. Everyone has a miserable time situation.
I'm gonna be real with you. Here's the thing. I don't want you thinking about those things, Sparks. Like too much, because that management of feelings, I need to think of it. I'm glad you're bringing it forward a bit, but here's the reality of the situation. We cannot control other people's emotions. And their fifis are what has brought us here in the first place. If people get mad, they get mad. They can suck a dick.
Yes, sir.
So,
I understand.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I want you to consider the following. We didn't do these things, right? They were able to self-correct. And if we're opening a door where people's feelings are directing law enforcement, we might as well not ever do IA again. You know what I mean?
Understood, sir. I'm fine with not sealing this then, or we can just remove any notion of any sort of attempt in good faith to build a more positive. We could just remove it.
I mean, like, how do we, like, where Sparks? You should not feel like you can control a positive environment, like, explain your thought process.
I'm really tired of being dressed down in the middle of a courtroom when a judge just lets Kyle Pred yell at everyone, and I've been doing it for 6 weeks, and I want to die. So I'm trying to prevent my own sanity. I don't care what their feelings are, but if I file this and I put the evidence in, then I can cite this information and be like, Your Honor, this was written down. Would you like to see? And I have it as ammunition for myself where I don't have surprise evidence. It is, I don't give a shit what their feelings are. I care about what my mental health is and my strength and my stamina coming out of this. So I would rather prepare for the worst and hope for the best going in.
I think having it there as ammo is good and something to rely on is good. All I'm saying is if you're going to do that and like you want to show that good faith, just showing the judge that good faith isn't going to go very far. Show the whole goddamn room. Show the whole goddamn city.
Okay.
Yeah,
right. If you don't think it's a liability issue, then I'm fine with it.
What are we talking about specifically?
Her political marriage contract.
Yeah, it's saying we're not trying to charge him or remove him from office. Here's the reason why. Here's this, and like the whole point is just let's not be dicks to each other. I don't know how any of this is getting lost.
Wait, the political marriage?
Look at the report that is being referenced. Yes, the whole
okay,
point.
I was looking at the one on the right, thinking that's what this report reference was.
No, sir. So we're just talking about this section, which was, hey, this whole thing is we're not trying to remove Rhodes. This paragraph says, this is the reason why we're trying not to remove Rhodes. If you think we have a secondary agenda, think otherwise. Here's the evidence that shows otherwise. And I originally was going to seal it because of liability, to diminish civil liability. But Blunt says that doesn't matter. So if he doesn't care, I don't care.
Civil liability from entering the contract into evidence without what the signatories consent?
Yes.
I mean, there's no confidentiality clause to. Why would that?
There's still grounds for contributory negligence concerning the specifics on the. That's what I'm saying. If you don't care, I don't care. And if no one even thinks about it that way, then you have to understand I have a lawyer brain, sir. I'm mitigating factors prior to I'm trying to be properly prepared.
I think that one might be overcooking a bit.
Okay, sure. If you think so, that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. Then,
I mean, the concern. I'm specifically referring to the concern of the liability for entering the contract into evidence. Like, there's no.
You do not need to put the marriage thing in here. My ass was thinking we're talking about the damn
no.
the damn videos.
No. But we're not even talking about the contract. We're talking about sealing the contract.
But why do we need this contract? I'm lost. Explain it like I'm 5.
This paragraph says why we're not removing him. This says if you don't believe us, here's the reason why we're not removing him. Here's another reason.
Because you're married?
No, sir. Because we're just trying to be not dickheads to each other. That's the whole point.
No, let's not. I think that.
Okay.
Yeah, like I understand what you're trying to. I understand you may read it like this. I promise you, the others are not going to read it like this, right?
Okay.
Because Rhodes doesn't know anything about you have to know your audience, right? And what happens in shift 2 is such a different world from shift 1 that I don't even think any of them even are aware of this political marriage, right?
They are. Rhodes and I have had a conversation about it before.
Okay.
Haley Maxwell was at the jetty.
Okay.
We can move on.
Okay. Easy enough. Okay.
Then whatever else you would like me to do for the impeachment. Otherwise, I don't think we should reference any of the specific. The evidence that's referenced are a couple of subpoenas, and a couple reports that don't cite anything in particular to the probable cause for the original corruption charges. So those reports are the only ones I think that we should add. Ignore the referenced in report. That doesn't matter. It's not referenced.
Okay.
The only other thing I'd say is probably the results from the Pred Armory subpoena, just to show that Pred actually bought equipment in case that needs to get referenced at all. In terms of the gross negligence, he allowed a convicted felon to purchase government-issued combat equipment.
I mean, we can. I don't want to use that particular report or the history of that report because there are comments in there concerning case strategy, and it's technically attorney work product.
I would just do the exhibit as the results from this subpoena.
Okay, and
right.
I'll take a screenshot of the Excel sheet for the results.
Perfect.
From that.
Yeah.
We still don't have the results of the subpoena that was signed almost a month ago concerning hiring in Keylog.
We did. That is correct. We did not ever get that. We do, though, have Rhodes admitting on recording that he was the one that did it.
Which is the reason why I did include it.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
Easy.
Okay. I will put SASM Exhibit E as results of exhibit whatever.
Cool beans.
I do think this preface needs a little bit more cleaning, because if I were reading this as a civilian, it is not, it reads to me like, yo, dog, we're not going to hold these guys accountable. We need a further, I want there to be a line in here that is, the petitioners of this impeachment will not consider suggestions, because we believe that the following satisfies something, you know what I mean? Because as and anything beyond that would be overtly would be an overcorrection.
Okay.
And has the potential to destabilize the department. Given recent what phrase do I want to use? Given recent, fucking departmental whatever, like, their fucking people all got fired.
Unknown number. Cool. Let's see what that is.
Oh.
Sparks. Hi. What'd you get arrested for? Oh.
Said Ursula.
Give me 5. Where are you? Okay. I will. Bye. Someone's dead.
What? Ooh, what? Who?
Hi. 905. 905. 905. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Requested these. We believe these requested outcomes satisfies any possible punitive actions. Punitive correction. These actions may need further action.
Has the potential. We believe that the requested outcome says that any possible punitive actions, and any further, and believe that any further. Hold on, wait, stop typing 1 second.
While he's thinking about that, who got arrested? Who's dead? What?
I don't know. Charlie called me and said someone is dead and she's going to ping me. So I'm gonna go.
I just have local PD handle it.
Yeah, she's not calling me for PD reasons.
Understood. We believe that the requested outcome satisfies any possible punitive corrections these actions may need, and that any further Okay, there we go. Okay.
Love that. Love that for me.
How's that?
My MDT is fucked.
Like you can't see reports, or you can't it's.
No, I have my phone and MDT in my hands at the same time. It's fine. I'm solving it. Okay. Did I? Okay, you deleted it already. As preface, the petitioners of this impeachment are specifically not requesting the removal of Matt Rhodes or direct punitive sanctions against the LSP. That's a very good phrase. We believe that these requested outcomes, which is the exact phrase at the bottom, satisfies any possible punitive correction these actions may need, and that further action has the potential to stabilize the department. I don't think any further description is necessary there, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's good. It's making it clear that the big part there is the way that it previously read is like, we're not going to do our jobs at Marshall's, right? And that is a danger thing we need to...
No, which was not the intention.
Yes.
Yeah, no, because we are. I think that last line being like, hey, this could fucking destabilize an entire government branch. Maybe let's not, question mark.
I'm gonna be honest. I would make it the same size as like the rest of the text.
Agreed.
Like, make it the first sentence so people don't skip over it.
Yes.
It should be the
not
first
only
thing they
skip
read.
over it or make it look like we're doing fine print in purpose. Like, listen. The thing to keep in mind, guys, is I'm the average Joe, right? I know how these fucking gangsters think. And so on or about
there we go.
All right.
Do. Hey, Jaya, do me a favor. Kill yourself. Because if you're going to come into this channel consistently since December talking shit like a fucking retard, overinvested so much coming from whatever Discord or Reddit channel to argue fucking weird overinvested stuff, do us all a favor. All right? I've looked at your chat history.
The Chief Justice
used to be all right, but over the last couple days
that were taken here,
it's fucking weird.
I don't.
And the degenerates like your retarded ass that is so fucking overinvested, right? That has caused this RP to be so weird and have probably driven some streamers to maybe make decisions because of retards like yourself, all right, who decide to come here and you're like, oh my God, this is so bad. Brother, calm the fuck down. Why would you like this is fucking make believe. This is make believe. You retarded fuck. And when you wonder why shit's gotten so toxic and so sweaty, it's because of retard viewers like yourself. And the others on Reddit. And the others on the Discords. Why? Because you're so hyper autistic, so hyper retarded. Yes, and I am talking about the mental condition, right? That you're watching role play and you're getting mad. You're getting mad because you're not seeing it as characters. You're watching it like it's about the streamers. If you're going to come into this chat room only to come and bitch and complain about something you're not even watching because you're coming in now, along with some of the others who are probably lurking, who are watching now only because some other fucking retard has made you aware it's taking place. And now you're here. And now you're having an argument in a chat room over what might make believe happen. You are too invested. And if you bring that energy here, end it. Because that energy, that nastiness is what makes RP not RP, but for many people makes it turn real and way too emotionally packed. The character who plays Rhodes is not going to be mad. I talk to him OOC. I speak to him in game. It's going to be fine. But you, as a person behind the keyboard who has got overinvested, who is getting into these degenerate conversations alongside many others, is what makes these scenarios weird and makes it uncomfortable for the other players, especially the smaller streamers, to the point where, yes, I have no problem with saying your behavior for all of us is probably better off if you just exit stage left. Shut the fuck up. If you want to sit back and enjoy the roleplay, fine. But if you want to be a weird fucking debate lord, don't be surprised if I say X yourself. Because enough of that fucking weird hostility, bitch. All right.
Instead of pursuit, I put pursuit.
I see that. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Sorry, chat. Sometimes you got to make a bitch a bitch.
That also prevent. Yep. Sorry, I'm very Adderalled. I'm very locked in.
Go for it.
You're fine, sir. Please continue.
I just asked Brian if he's looking at it. If he's good with it, I don't see any problem with this at all.
Sorry to bitch someone out real quick.
You're chilling.
You're all good.
You're looking at 41495.
Well, I'm not just speaking to him, but
basically
others as well.
I want to audit this legislation.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with lurking, man, but
not just
click this guy's fucking message history over the last little while. Fucking retard
so
Andy.
I can't get better at driving.
Just so over enthused. Oh man, it's crazy.
I'm not racist.
Motherfucker's way too fucking over passionate. It's crazy, man.
Racism is a plague
upon everyone's house. It is a sad, pathetic plague that
I feel like it's one of those things. I feel like it's one of those things that's better written. It's a better joke when it's written than when it's spoken.
What do you mean? What else would we say? RACEIST. What else would we be saying?
You're right.
Okay.
Any issues, Brian?
Nope. I think this is good.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
All
Good to go.
I will. Wait. What is good? Which one is
the
good?
The audit.
Okay. Cool. I'll file the audit later then. I did add a preface that basically said we don't need to have the specific track. It basically just says that if you look at like time trials to be conducted, it basically says command says we can take this track and we just practice as long as there's no civilians, because I think it's stupid to just have the
command.
So
easy.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I'll get the audio up. What do we think about the impeachment? Vale brought up a point. She said that she may have some strong opinions because they're a friend.
I said I'd have an inherent bias because.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, if the reason that I walked off and said I don't want to read this is not I don't care. It's I am friends with him. So anything that I say, or if I posit an opinion on it, then it would be, it would not be remiss to have a perception that that is an immediate bias, right?
So I'm going to say something by saying I'm not command. What I'm about to say does not have any like ruling authority. You're a marshal. Your opinion's always going to matter. And if you have a difference in opinion, Blunt and I butt heads all the time. But there's not a chance in this world that I'm not going to respect anything. Like, I'm always going to.
Sorry, chat. Sometimes I got to come in heavy-handed.
He says, pull my gun. OG
I'm sorry.
Clap,
I'm
clap. Like that.
Gotten very sick of the behavior of people allowing.
What?
Never mind.
People allowing.
What your words could have been taken a different way there, Sparks, but I didn't take it.
No.
People
No,
allowing these
absolutely not.
Yes, I
fucking
understand. Yes.
No, I'm an
like
attorney.
retard viewers sort
Disclaimer
of
not needed.
take over
Metaphorical or physical sword,
chat rooms.
regardless.
Fuck no. That shit
We
ain't
butt
allowed
heads,
here.
But that's the whole point. If we
Yeah.
were surrounded by yes men, then what's the purpose? We should have conflicting opinions. You wouldn't be here if
Yeah, way
you
too
didn't have
fucking
an opinion that was valid.
overinvested.
So please, your thoughts.
Yeah, as long as you preface shit with like, "Hey, listen, I'm friends with this guy, but this is what I think." That's fine, because a lot of the people that we're gonna have to investigate, that we're gonna have to do shit, we might be friends with. The hell, that might be our own family. We must choose department over family. Even when it comes down to that, the job comes first. When it comes to the levels and severity of things that we have to deal with, and the relationships that a lot of people in this department have with other folks. A lot of people have been around a long time, know a lot of people, our friends, family, etc. Still gotta do the job.
It's very true.
Since we were talking about it, I shared her the impeachment report for an hour.
Okay.
It's not just that. It's kind of like these
I guess as
fucking
somebody that
dumb
is a friend of
fucks
them,
don't
that's almost,
realize
sometimes
that they're
these things
having
can be
like
beneficial.
fucking debate, bro,
As somebody looking
debates
at it
over
from another
literal
lens,
pretend make
not
believe.
from
It's
necessarily
so
the martial
fucking
side, but as a
cringe,
friend of
dude.
his, do you think
Like,
that
imagine
the
what
efforts
level
that
of
we've
like,
taken in
how
the preface
stupid do you need to
to
be to think that this is petty? Like,
mediate the impact,
brother, these are fucking
clarify
Trump
the intent
voters,
of
man.
why we're doing this,
Fucking,
and that
these
we're
are the
specifically
motherfuckers
not
that
seeking his
protecting the
removal from
Epstein
office.
files. That's what these kind of viewers
does
are,
that
man.
help soften the blow
Like, their
at all? Does
fucking
it not
mental
fucking
is
matter?
so
Does it
fucked.
look that, like
Like,
we're
it's
the
crazy.
big evil boogeyman no matter what? What are your thoughts?
I believe that stating that
You're
don't
fine,
want
man.
him to
Just
be removed
you need to understand how
goes
weird it
some
is
way
to have
that,
someone like
but
jump in
I'm
and be
trying to-
arguing with
I'm just going through
chatters
the requested
over
outcomes.
pretend make believe like fucking lawsuits
and
shit.
Is this like a hey,
and
don't do
and
this
to
going
say something
forward?
as stupid as
Just
is
to
like
it.
petty
Yeah,
is
writ
so
mandamus
fucking
is
dumb.
Basically, it is
It's
a request
disgusting
for a court
because
order. We are requesting a
it's
court order to
like,
be like, don't hire
by
me.
saying it's petty, you're
requesting a
pretty
court
much
order
saying
to
that our role
don't
play
keep
doesn't
felons.
matter.
If you have a felon,
And that the other
fire
people
them.
in the city's
And I
RP
specifically
doesn't
even phrased
matter.
it saying guilty plea or convicted, allowing
so
them to
weird,
suspend.
man.
Because
Anyways,
realistically,
apology
if they get
taken,
charged with
just
something that's not from
chill.
the marshals, if it's some random dumb fuck cop that decided to charge another dumb fuck cop with a dumb fuck cop charge, they should be allowed to go through that appeal. And if it's our charge and they want to go through the appeal, they should also be allowed to go through that appeal. That is their right. That is what a good person does. So that's why I said specifically.
It's fine, Jaya. Just don't let that shit happen again.
I would be lying if I said I remember every single element of what went on, but I did briefly talk to Matt and Kyle about this, or rather, they were like, "Hey, have you heard about this thing?" This is prior to me coming to the Masters. Hey, have you heard about this thing? And I was like, "No, not really." And I got a very brief overview that the intent was not hire a felon. The intent was that
to
there
make
is
a
some,
legal
that
change.
There is some gray area here, and I may not be remembering correctly, so don't put too much stock in this.
You're fine.
But it was, I believe, because there is this gray area, to see where the gray area goes. Right, with regards to if someone is suspended, can they be unsuspended? If someone is suspended pending charges and that those charges are on the docket, where does that lie, you know? But I would be lying if I said I remembered the conversation completely, because I don't.
Yeah, so sorry, good.
No, I was basically just gonna say to answer, cut back to your original point, Blunt. Yes, I've put bluntly, pun not intended. The fact that you've mentioned right off the rip that you don't want direct punitive sanctions or having him removed, I think that does go some way to saying, look, this isn't us trying to burn this house down, because if you remove enough people from any kind of command structure, that command structure is going to cease to function, and that's going to have much greater impact, right?
And I will say that's a consideration I've had.
And he is a good
since
chief.
Well,
that's a personal opinion, but
Who?
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
I agree. Look,
you guys know information I don't. Then
He has been a pillar of policing for a very long time.
Yeah,
he's
Rhodes
good.
has been fantastic to work with in the last 2 weeks. I'm gonna summarize this, and this is kind of why the directive is as such. Rhodes is a petty motherfucker. He does things like this. That's just him. And I think that is why this impeachment is being done through the lens of a corrective measure, rather than if it was someone else who did it for other reasons more in line with corruption. Like, in other words, like, I think if someone did this with malicious intent, which is, I think, the key difference here between Rhodes and someone else. Rhodes, I do believe in his heart of hearts, he wanted to force a ruling or a legislative change, which I think is... but if it was someone else and they did it, you know, because they're like, haha, we're going to do this anyways because fuck the marshals, right? Or
fuck, I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
The remedies here would have been very different. That having been said, that is also precisely why this impeachment is needed, because this is pretty much a way of saying, hey, that's actually really bad, and now y'all need to put this shit in your SOPs, right?
Like you're rather than saying this guy did bad, we need to fuck him up, you're essentially saying, hey, this has the potential to be really bad. It's not that bad right now because we don't believe it was from a place of like malicious, malignant intent.
Yeah,
but more from a like
your thought process was a
inquisitive.
dangerous one. And it's not as bad because it was immediately remedied. But in order to prevent this from happening again, you and other high command will now have this in your SOPs as noted by law, right? So that sort of action does not take place again in the future.
I believe as a necessary legal process, it is fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
Something fucky went on there, right? In
Yeah.
terms of what actually happened, but it's not overwhelmingly terrible. People are going to see it as overwhelmingly terrible because impeach is a scary word.
It's also the other reason we're doing it, because people need to stop being so afraid of ACRs and impeachments. They're normal tools. I'm screaming it. I know Angel's screaming it. It's just not happening enough. I mean, Hal Barrett screamed it. I had ACR the other day. And, you know, I think part of our role is to normalize that.
Have you said that to Rhodes?
He knows this is coming.
No, but have you said exactly what you just said to him?
Yes. We've had enough good chats that I probably did. Yeah.
Okay, well.
It might be worth clarifying it again just before it hits. That's essentially what we've asked him to do, right? Was be more communicative with us and just tell us what he wanted and what his expectations and what his feelings were on the not like sad hard feelings, but like, you know, his opinions. And I think clarifying and communicating our own to him before taking this action is probably an appropriate action.
And I agree, which is why at the end of this, what my recommendation is going to be. Let's get this on the thing. I'm going to have a chat with him tomorrow and let him know what's happening and why it's happening. And then we send it so he knows what's coming and is on the boat with us. Right?
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
All right.
So I have a preface.
Go.
Sorry, I'm still very Adderalled.
Okay.
Which means I'm very focused.
Yeah.
Please continue, sir.
Is there anything else on the impeachment, or there's something else we had to discuss, and then I need to go into some other things as well?
I just want to bring up a caution, since we do still have the probable cause for the Hag corruption charge concerning Rhodes. That statute of limitation runs out in 2 days. I know that we've had good conversations. Hey, Springfield. I know we've had good conversations with him, apparently. And that things have been amicable. I just want to bring a point of order and concern that things could change in 3 days when that statute runs out. It may not, and I hope it doesn't. But if someone and I'm trying to phrase this in a way that is respecting the position that he's in, because very clearly he has a lot of respect in this circle. I have very little respect for him because of what I have seen. But obviously I stay professional. I am concerned in that in those couple of days when that statute runs out, it will just go back to the same.
Which statute?
For his criminal charges.
Pred?
The 40... No, sir. Rhodes. This is all about Rhodes. The 48 criminal
I
charges
don't
that we had
want you
against
to
him.
worry about that. I think keep it in the back of your mind, but don't worry too much about it. Look, here's the reality, guys, right?
Okay.
And I want you, and I'm painting the picture like this, Sparks, is we're on a roller coaster, right? And the reality is the roller coaster is going to go up and then it's going to go down and then it's going to go up and it's going to go down. Look, Pred's going to be a cop again in a month, probably. Carmine's going to go shoot someone in the face again, probably. Me and Angel are probably going to go head to head on something again, probably. And it's kind of just San Andreas, you know what I mean? And I think your concern is certainly valid, but I guess what I'm trying to say here is I'm sort of recommending let's see what happens and then react accordingly, right? Because if we don't get to control we can't control the fate of the city, you know what I mean? It's just we can only move alongside it.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. I have a feeling I completely missed your point. Is that am I
don't give a shit about the rest of that. I care about dealing with this. I've been dealing with this for a month, sir. I'm tired. I'm very, very, very tired. And I don't want this to continue. It has been miserable in Shift 3 the last few days. It has been miserable dealing with half of LSPD. I just want to be able to come on duty. I'm tired.
Yeah. After this impeachment, if things happen in future, you're going to be at best number 2. I don't blame you. You've been through a damn trust me when I say I know how you feel in a very different way.
I trust you, sir.
Yeah.
Implicitly.
Yeah. My face is on the damn newspaper nearly every other day. You know what I mean? You know, some think I've got superpowers.
You are the Dark Knight, sir.
Yeah. Well, all right.
I'm unsure what you guys have got going on, but can I table something and raise a concern?
Sure.
Okay, so 41505 report, I am pretty much happy with it, and I have taken out most of the spice because it's unnecessary, frankly.
41504?
41505. It's a Marshall report. So I've taken out most of the spice. It's pretty much of the matter and substance of the fact now. I've put in a direct statement there for, I know we've talked about it, but putting it in writing doesn't hurt.
This isn't the first time. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've put, there's a direct statement in there. You have all heard me. Oh, I guess Sparks, you haven't, but you know where my head's at. It's pretty much just repeating that. However, incident 23271, in particular, the statement from Captain York completely ignores the reason that she was there. And I guess it does link with her previous one, but I kind of think that splitting your statement into 2 separate reports when you are one of the individuals, and also, she kind of is lying in her statement in 41494, the report 41494.
41914, right?
41494.
49.
This is report 41494 is the Remy they've basically split it into two reports, right? So there's Remy assaulted in hospital into ADMC shoots marshals, and then there's marshals shot, which is the pursuit and the subsequent gunfight entertainments. So York states in this report that she asked a female to step to the side. I mean, matter of factly, she walked up and this guy walked over to her and then just started complaining. She made no attempt to assist in entertainments or anything like that. She just walked up and immediately started taking a complaint. And I mean, Woods can verify that.
I fully believe you, as this would not be a first time. I think what she did was egregious and sad, and I only hope for it to be an abnormal reaction due to what I am hoping is missing information, though I doubt she had missing information.
She was there.
Yeah.
When I said ADMC.
It's a very
she was there
just
at the bed.
it's
right
a
next
very
to the
just bad look. I mean, Val, you listen, we go way back, right? Like, imagine in a million years, like, this happening back in the day, like, your ass would have been, you know what I mean? Like, she would have been off the damn scene, right? The fuck? Your own damn officers on the ground. First thing you don't do is start playing like, yo, let me write down your fucking complaint. No, motherfucker, turn your back. I'm throwing damn cuffs on you. Right?
This isn't the first time that this particular sergeant has been abused by command in LSPD.
Yes, it has happened to Ironside
Numerous
this week.
times.
This week, she said, as we were leaving the hospital.
I will tell you, as a result of this situation and the culmination of events that has led up to this, she's already indicated to the command structure that she is going to be transferring to the BCSO.
What difference does that make?
I to acquire on that one. I've been telling her to come over here for 2 or 3 months.
It does make a difference.
It's a signal.
BCSO is significantly different to their approach, especially the well-being of their law enforcement.
Wait, pause. Did you mean that Ironside is transferring to the BCSO, or that York is transferring to the BCSO?
That Ironside
My mistake. I thought you meant
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's entirely understandable.
She's stepping down from sergeant, just going to deputy, and going up there.
Okay.
I want to give you some reference. Ruby has a bit